I walked with you once upon the green. What's that called? Leverage. And dad muscles.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the song.
No, I don't remember what that song's called.
It's called this.
That's called I Hope the Camera Wasn't Rolling, because that's embarrassing to be singing that kind of song.
I'm Tyler Grover. And I'm Hayden Grover.
And I'm Dad Grover. And today we're going to try and succeed at getting the transmission and the transfer case dropped out of the 71 F100. All right, so currently we have a bit of an issue because you guys wanted to be cool and have a lifted truck. Our transmission jack right here it's not tall enough. So we can either stack crap on top of that and make it super sketchy and very dangerous, and hopefully it doesn't fall and crash and kill us. And we know how heavy transmissions and transfer cases are, right? Really heavy. So we can either do that or we can lower the truck down somehow. What do you guys think we should do?
Lower the truck down.
Lower the truck down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jack up on the front axle. We're gonna put jack stands under there. We're gonna take off one of the wheels. We're going to see, I have the Alero's factory wheels. They're also a 5-hole, but just because it's 5 holes doesn't mean the holes are in the same spot. So we're gonna see if one of the Alero wheels will fit on there. If it does, we'll put the Alero wheels on there. It'll drop down that front end and we'll probably be set. If it doesn't, then what we'll do is we'll take the jack stands, we'll lower them down as low as we can get them, and we'll sit the front axle down on the jack stands as super, super low, and we'll see if that does it. Cool? Mm-hmm. Okay, so grab the jack right there, and the jack stands. It will, it's gonna look funny. It's gonna look like a drag truck. And for those of you at home who are wondering, well, why are you going to all this trouble? Why don't you just pull it out the front? The reason I don't pull it out the front is because we already removed the engine. I can't get a good grip on it. And we still have the shifter for the transfer case in there. So it's going to be way easier to just drop it straight down than it is gonna be to try to come straight out with it. So that's what we're gonna try. Okay, here's our front axle right here. So we're gonna have our jack stands on the axle, okay, like here and here. Now we're gonna lift it from probably right here, because there's a rib on the back of that. Oh boy, we got problems. So we got holes in the floor. Gonna go right where that rib is at so that it's strong. And we're only gonna come off high enough so that front tire's off the ground now. And that's the one that we're checking, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we're gonna slide a jack stand under there. Don't ever, 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 ever trust your jack to hold the weight. Always use a jack stand and don't use freaking cinder blocks. Lift it right up there. That way if this jack fails, it'll come down on that stand, right? So, geez, that freaking jack stand barely reaches. We're gonna see if we can go up one more. We can, and then we're gonna come down so that the weight is kind of balanced on the jack and the jack stand, okay? We come down super slow, so you just barely turn this a little loose. And boop. Now the jack and the jack stand are holding it, right? So now, that baby's super stable, right? So, and we've got the back wheels blocked, so that's cool. So guess what tool we're gonna use now? There you go, go get it.
You did that one. I did that one. That one's loose.
Put one right there then. Here, you try.
Ow!
Don't do that. It's how we.
Ow! I don't want to do the
It doesn't work like.
I guess it's not gonna work.
Try it.
No.
It's cool. You want to be cool?
No.
I think being cool is important at your age. Wait. You see something cool? Watch this.
Whoa. Nope.
Won't even fit. Okay, make that go away. Low right there. Welcome to Sketch Town. We like doing that sketchy shit that you should not do at home. So if we unbolt here, 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 and here, then that transmission's loose. But see, this exhaust is in the way of us coming straight down. Like I was gonna unbolt this thing and bring this whole thing down on that.
How much of it is in the way?
The exhaust?
Yeah.
Well, it's not like you can just pull a section of it out. So like we would have to pull this exhaust hanger out right here, which isn't that hard. And then I think there's another one at the back. And then we'd have to drop the exhaust.
It's like we only have
Son of a
one shot.
bitch, that's bolted at the top too. That's not gonna work. Okay. So we cannot drop this cross member without pulling the freaking cab off. Shit.
Uh-oh.
This just turned into a lot of work. Okay, so here's what's gonna have to happen. We're gonna just have to unbolt the transfer case from the transmission, pull the transmission out the front, and pull the transfer case out the back. That's just what our option is right now, dudes. It's not a good one, I don't like it, but that's what we got. Okay. So my original plan was to drop the tranny and transfer case together. It ain't happening that way because there's a cross member that comes over and the cross member comes up and then it bolts underneath the cab and it can't get to the freaking bolts. So plan B was to try to undo the transfer case and drop the transfer case. Well, we have a problem with that because it can't get to one of the bolts. So what we're gonna do is we have the transmission, we have a little magic tunnel, and then we have the transfer case. I can unbolt the transmission from the magic tunnel, so that's what I've done. Now, because I don't have a motor on the front of it, I've got a chain wrapped around the bell housing. I'm going to try to yank the transmission out and hopefully cherry pick it out of the way, and that way I can access the other bolts that I'm trying to get to. This transmission needs to be rebuilt. We're gonna have it professionally rebuilt because I have no idea how to do it. So I'm gonna yank on this baby and see how it goes. Is that separating? Tyler, start jacking this up a little, please. Ooh, boy, that's easy. Jack it up.
Wait, it's stuck.
Wait. What's it stuck on?
It's stuck on this. I said I'm pushing down the exhaust.
Oh, just pull your fingers out of there, buddy. I'm gonna have to get a little bit dad with it here. Get out of the way.
Yep.
There. Go ahead and go up. Slide. There it goes. Get stuck under it. So go.
Bucket!
Bucket. Okay.
You got the transmission now.
Yeah. Transmission! Girl goes wild! Okay, and then we're just gonna make sure that bucket's like super duper under there.
I thought it was a lot longer. I thought it was that whole
I think
long
the
thing.
fluid's magnetic? No. Why would that be magnetic? Okay. Now all we got is the rest of that.
Uh-oh.
Look in there, you can see in there. So that little magic tube appears like it's just like a tube. I don't even see anything in there. Looks like there's fluid in there. Where's the light? Let's see the light. Oh, what's in there? I don't know what that thing is. You got a light? I'm greasy. Hand me the light that we were using underneath.
I'll turn here.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that totally is just a magic tube. Hold that light up a little. Up. Okay. There's the bolt we need, see it? Right there. We can totally get to it now. Easy peasy, sneezy, greasy, fleasy. Look, that fluid's just running onto the floor. It ain't even touching it. Oh, I don't even care. Okay, you guys ready?
Yep.
Alright. Is it already going? Hi guys. Okay, so we got the freaking transfer case out. We already got the transmission out like we showed you. This thing's made out of real metal, okay? It's freaking heavy and it sucked, but we got it. We undid some stuff that didn't need undone, but I didn't know what I was doing, so what do you expect? We tried to put an oil pan under it, as you saw in the beginning of this clip, but it didn't go under it, and so we're still leaking fluid all over the ground, which I don't care about right now. However, that draws this video to its conclusion. Thank you guys for watching. For those of you who have continued to watch throughout this build series, thank you very much for the support. If anybody has anything to say, drop it in the comments below. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up or a like, or 2 of them, or however many you want to do. Also, if you'd like to stay up to date on all of our videos, not just these videos, we also do other stuff, then go ahead and subscribe and click the little bell thingy, and it'll tell you when I come out with new stuff, or when we come out with new stuff, or when anybody on this channel comes out with new stuff. So, again, thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.
Never done. Got a flame job, right on line, right on the floor. Got a built 460 and it's supercharged, 12 inches of lift, large and in charge. Keep my cowboy hat tilted to the side. Country thug.